Hello everybody, it's Slamtilt again, your host who likes to boast. Well, why not, you know? It's Future Pinball, I love it. So this is a game I've been working on over the past 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks now I've been working on this one. This is Phantom of the Opera. A classic from Data East, made back in 1990, I believe. So what I've done is I've just remade the game for a new generation, if you like. Or for anybody that loves this theme but wanted to have a little bit more to the game, because the game is a little bit basic. If you play the original, the rules are very simple. The sounds are very simple, even though the sounds are pretty good. But obviously it's Phantom of the Opera, and we all know that Phantom of the Opera is this huge global phenomenon by Andrew Lloyd Webber, probably the most famous musical of all. And so I just basically made the game more like the musical. So let's get a game started, and I'll explain a few things as we go.
Perhaps we can frighten away the ghost with a little illumination.
So that opening line there is from the film version, which starred Gerard Butler. Now, who'd have thought that Gerard Butler could actually sing? And he's actually a very good singer indeed. Actors. Most actors normally can sing. Like Hugh Jackman's he's a great singer. So this is, as you can hear, my voice is the Phantom. I use my own voice for that. Get out! I am the Phantom of the Opera. So basically, what I wanted to do is I wanted to give the Phantom voice some menace, based on Paul Farris's sketch of the monster when he has his mask taken off. He looks pretty horrific. So I just based my voice on what Paul Farris had drawn for the Phantom himself. Lots of other things have been added and improved on this game. Let's see if I can hit anything. Come on now. So once again, Future Pinball's physics are amazing. I've got full control of this ball if I play well, and I've got no control of this ball if I play like a fool, like I just did then. So lighting is obviously very important in my games. I spend a lot of time working on the lighting, just to create the atmosphere that I want in my pinball games, and this has got fantastic lighting. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm actually trying to hit the organ. Now you see that when you actually make an unlit shot, when you hit one of the targets which is unlit, it sets off a magnet just in front of the organ. It pulses a magnet, and the idea of that is that when you make a good shot, the ball will be momentarily diverted, so it won't come straight back down the ramp and straight between the flippers, which is what normally happens. So there we go, so get in there. Okay, so now, as you can see there, the organ has keys on it now. There's no key lights on the original game. It's just a hole there, but I thought I'll put some keys in there, and those the blinking pattern of those keyboards lights is random each time. So one is lit, so now I can lock a ball. So that's actually an improvement to the original rule. You have to lock one ball first by completing one, and then you complete two to start the organ for the second ball lock. And like I said, as soon as if you hit the target you're after, then you'll get the magnet pulse. If you hit the same target you've already hit, you don't get the magnet pulse, and the danger is the ball will come back down the middle, which is basically your own fault for not shooting accurately. So if you punish the player for making bad shots, that's fine, but don't punish the player for making good shots. Okay? Never ever punish the player for making good shots. That's a terrible thing to do. And the original Data East game as well doesn't have a ball saver, I believe. Obviously this game does have a ball saver, and it's got an instant ball return as well. So if the ball saver is activated and you hit the ball, and the ball goes down the left or right out lanes, you instantly get the ball back before it hits the drain. Insta ball return. So the music you can hear in the background is obviously from the stage show. It's actually from the movie. It's the movie soundtrack that I've used, which is more dynamic. But there are parts of it from the stage show, and there are parts of it from a remix. The last ball of the game will play the remixed version, which is fantastic actually. It's really, really good to listen to that. Gives it a bit of a beat, makes it feel a bit more modern.
Trapdoor. Get out.
As you saw there, there's more options for trapdoor as well. One of them is encore. Now encore is the left kickback. If you manage to activate the left kickback 3 times in one ball, you will get encore. So there you go. I use that magnet to hold the ball because I wanted to create drama and excitement, which is exactly what I did. Now all I gotta do is hit the organ, which is like a massive target. You are joking. How could you miss the organ? Now this game is great for beginners because you know it's a huge target to hit. You can't really miss it. But you know, once again, you've got to get control of the ball, which is the fun of pinball. You have to maintain control of the ball, and you will learn this skill the more you play. It doesn't matter what pinball game you play. You don't keep playing the same pinball game. Any pinball game, you will learn how to control a pinball. And virtual pinball is exactly the same as real pinball. You still have to nudge to get control of the ball. You have to take the momentum off the ball with the flippers. It's pretty much exactly the same as you would control a ball in a real game. I love that. That's another extra feature as well. There's actually a kicker or a hidden passage behind the organ, and the Phantom will sneakily eject the ball in one of 4 random places, but you don't know where it's going to come from. So that's an extra feature. And one of them, you get attacked by rats as an ultra rare occurrence, which is a random event. So now we've got the multi-ball.
Who are you? Where are you hiding?
Who are you? So that's actually a quote from the film, the very old 1930s film starring Herbert Lom as the Phantom. So I use that quote because it's pretty relevant. Ah, damn it! So it's much harder to get the jackpot in my version of the game. And when you get the jackpot in the multi-ball, when the multi-ball ends, you progress to the next act. As you can see on the DMD there, we're in Act 1. So there's Act 2, Act 3, and then there's the final act. And there's different things happen in each act, and the game gets progressively more and more exciting. And it builds to a conclusion. And here's the match sequence.
Please, tell me who you are.
So I used some of the music there from the original Data East game. Well played. So, the original Data East game is also playable. As I always do with these remakes, I always keep the original game. I'll just show you a quick...
The stage is yours.
Excuse me, I am burping. So, all you gotta do is press the special 1 key, which is the modern retro switch in my games. There you go, now we're playing the original Data East game. With the original rules as well. And I like this piece of music. This piece of music is actually brilliant. I love it. And you can see as well there on the top left that the DMD has been replaced by the gas segment. You know, but that's, if you want to play the original, it's there. But you know, that's what VPX is for. VPX is for playing the original game. Future Pinball. We play remakes. We are the future of pinball, not the past of pinball. That's the great thing about Future Pinball. Always looking into the future. And this is, it's actually an astonishing game of pinball. I love this game. And
is about to begin.
okay, that's another feature as well. One of the trapdoor features is instantly open the organ to start the multi-ball. But also there's a super skill shot as well. Have I got a super skill shot yet? Can I get the super skill shot? Come on. Okay, super skill shot. Now that normally opens the ramp if it wasn't open already, and you've got a limited amount of time to get the ball in the ramp, in the organ, and you get the super skill shot, which is basically double the skill shot value. And the last ball of the game always does double your score. Double your score. So I've done the redone the quotes for the Phantom. that were done in the original game, so you'll say trapdoor, magic mirror and all that stuff, kidnap. But I've also added a whole bunch of new quotes that were never said in the original game. On the original game, the voice actor sounded like he was just like a normal guy. Magic mirror! Something like that, which he didn't really have much of a menace. And I think it's important that for this game, which is kind of like a horror game, really. You know, the Phantom does have this gruesome appearance, but he also kidnaps the woman, and he holds her captive. If you've ever seen the musical, that's pretty much the story. And there's other things happen as well, obviously. But it is a love story.
Please, tell me who
And
you are.
it's definitely worth seeing in the West End. If you ever get down into London, see it on the West End. If it's still there, I'm not actually sure if it's still playing. But yeah, I love musical theatre. I love this. I love Jesus Christ Superstar. I love Fiddler on the Roof. Fiddler on the Roof is actually my favourite musical of all time. And I would love to do a pinball game based on Fiddler on the Roof. I really would, because I love that music. And I'd love to do a pinball game based on Jesus Christ Superstar. Sadly, I don't have enough time. I'm 52. You know, to do all the pinball games that I wanted to do would take 10 lifetimes, and I don't have 10 lifetimes left in me. So what's next after Phantom? I don't know. We'll see. Once again, thanks for watching. Enjoy your life, everybody. Have a good day.